Well, today we're going to take a look at visiting an onshore wind farm, part of our renewable energy series. There is the wind farm in question. It's located just here in the northeast of Scotland, northeast of the town of Stonehaven, which is south of Aberdeen. If we zoom in, here we can see the access road, and circle highlighted is the pull-in area and entrance just off the B979. You can see the access road going all the way, and at the end there you can see all the various turbines. There's a scale bar top left. So the wind farm in question is known as Meikle Carewe. Here's the sign that's at the entrance to it. So here is the website, and bottom right you'll see the hyperlink reference to that. It began operation back in July 2013. A total of just over 10 megawatts of electricity is generated here using 12 Gamesa G52 turbines. Now each of those is rated at 850 kilowatts, designed to produce sufficient electricity to meet the average annual demand of over 7,000 households. Now the project is owned by TROVE and managed by RES on its behalf. RES is the world's largest independent renewable energy company. There's no mention on the website, of course, of the expected end of production life or what's intended with the land. Is it going to be restored? Presumably it will be. Or whether there might be a future opportunity to replace the turbines, resize the turbines and continue production. There's a couple of wind farms here, and then if we go and zoom right out, we can see the world's first. Can we see it on this video? The world's first. I can't even see it at maximum magnification. And there's our first site of the wind farm. So underneath here, there's a gas transmission line, a pipeline. Can you see what it is? You can't? Well, that's your fossil fuels for you. Yeah, this is the second line here, carrying all that horrible fossil fuel all the way down to heat 26 million homes. And as you can see, what an absolute disgrace. Look at the mess to the countryside. Oh, by the way, that's the renewables up on the hillside there. Those big things. You see them not spinning today. There is a good sign of this, which as you can see is rather large, and oh, even bigger. There it is up there. My goodness me, that's actually vertically above me, although on the shot here it looks like it's at an angle, but oops, here we go. There's Stu again.
Why is that humming?
Why is it humming?
I wonder if they got incoming power to turn these things around.
Yeah, you see, what we're worrying or questioning is the fact that none of these turbines are actually turning. So why is there this humming sound from the transformer behind us here? And there's the danger of death. So we won't be going inside because I don't particularly want to die today. You can see there's 11 turbines in this complex. That's the one we photographed close up, the first one you come to. You can see the yellow marker here of where the cabling goes. Couple more yellow markers just down here, and there is the there you can see just there, that's the sort of control center, I guess, and there's a vehicle outside it, so presumably it's operated from in there. So we're going to wander in. Oh, there's a car just coming over the skyline. Can you see it? I can just see it. He's probably going to come and say, what are you guys doing here? And we'll say, we're videoing on behalf of Res and his mates. These are the two of 12 wind turbines that are actually turning. So today we decided to come have a nice walk. The sun's kind of going down now, but it was very, very sunny, as you'll see on some of the footage. And that's Stu just there. He's a lot bigger than that in real life. He just looks small. We came out here to see what it was like being inside a wind farm, but we've chosen a day when there's no wind, so aren't really getting a good impression. Hey, we'll have to come back, I suppose. It's a nice walk in. We're just north of Stonehaven, some way south of Aberdeen, so on the east coast of Scotland. Show the view from where we are here. That's Benahee, a very, very famous mountain. The yellow posts showing where the cabling is, underground cabling is. You can see the pylons, there we are, carrying electricity around the place. There's a view of the Aberdeenshire countryside. And as we pan around, there is, somewhere, coming up any second, there is Aberdeen over there in the distance. So, just about make out some high-rise blocks, which are at the north end of the beach on Aberdeen, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's 5 o'clock at night. It's actually getting towards twilight. It looks probably a little bit brighter than it is. But we thought, in fairness to the wind farm, there's every single turbine that we can see. They're all spinning. So, hey, they do contribute from time to time.
We took this shot. It's looking at the national activity when we were actually at the site. So there was little or no wind at our wind farm. Wind was supplying only some 13.6% of all the electrical power generated in the UK. That was some 5.98 gigawatts. That number does vary, obviously, but on cold but still winter's days, there is a requirement for significant amounts of fossil fuels. This snapshot in time, 54.8% of fossil fuels was being used to generate electrical power. This doesn't take into account the power for heating and for transport, which is predominantly fossil fuels. So the contribution from all the renewables is, in actual fact, a much smaller percentage. How green are our wind turbines? Well, we found this post out on LinkedIn. Pause the video and read that. Quite a lot of other material goes into actually to make the wind turbines and get them in place, and there's a lot of other costs and associated energy and resources used to actually establish the wind farm. So what did we learn today? Well, wind farms, well, they only work when the wind's blowing. I think we knew that. The underground cabling, well, it's pretty much invisible. But it wasn't just the electrical cable at this site. There was also gas transmission pipelines, and they too were completely invisible, well hidden. Wind farms, I went there to actually demonstrate to my pal Stewart that they're actually very, very noisy and kind of eerie places to be in when the wind blows. But on this day, there wasn't anything. There's this sort of eerie feeling you get of sort of the electromagnetic force in the air around you. I'm not sure if it's real or imagined. I think it's real. Onshore wind farms are well managed and they're kind of green-ish. I personally don't want to see them on every hill in our countryside, but there's a lot of them cropping up and plans to put more and more. I think it does ruin the view. What happens when they reach their design life limits? Well, nobody talks about that. Was this of interest? Send us any ideas you might have for future visits or videos. You know the address. Bye for now. Look forward to seeing you back on our channel before too long.